thanks for joining us. The city of Golden Valley has placed its police chief on paid administrative leave. A spokesperson for Golden Valley says it comes after a complaint was filed about Chief Virgil Green. The city says it's not able to elaborate on the nature of the complaint. Assistant Chiefs Alice White and Rudy Perez will lead the department in his absence. Green was hired as police chief in 2022. He came aboard as the department was facing a staffing crisis. More than half of the department's officers had left before Green was hired. One man is dead, a woman in police custody following what police describe as a case of road rage in Golden Valley late Friday night. According to Golden Valley Police, a road rage altercation started on Highway 100 and escalated on Duluth Street. Police say the man was hit by a vehicle on Duluth Street. Jail records show a 40-year-old woman from Mounds View is being held for probable cause criminal vehicular homicide. Charges in the case are pending. One person is now charged in a shooting Friday night as Wayzata High School's graduation ceremony was letting out on the University of Minnesota campus. A Wayzata parent and one other person were injured in the shooting. It happened at about 8:20 Friday night outside Mariucci Arena. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Hamza Saeed of Coon Rapids fired the gunshots, hitting two people. According to the school district, one of the two victims is the father of a Wayzata grad. He was shot in the head and suffered a fractured skull. He and the other victim have been released from the hospital. School district officials say there's no connection between the shooter and the graduation ceremony. A mama bear and three cubs ventured onto Rob and Paula Dieterle's deck at around 11 last Wednesday night. The two said the noise woke them up and their Blink camera caught the four bears roaming around their deck.
But, I looked on my phone just because we have the live feed, and I nudged Paul. I'm like, we have bears on our deck. It's just like, what is happening?
The Dieterles have lived near Elm Creek Park Reserve for 26 years, and this is the first time they've seen a bear in their yard firsthand.
Literally, it was closer than any zoo exhibit we could see. It was right in front of our door wall and standing right here. It was probably about 20 minutes of us being able to view them in our yard.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one bird feeder and a tree branch dropped. They said nothing in their lawn was permanently damaged. After this week, Crestview Elementary School in Brooklyn Park will close its doors. The school will be torn down and rebuilt for community education. To honor the school, Crestview is holding an alumni event. It will have photos, memorabilia, and food trucks in an open house on Tuesday from 4 to 6. Anyone who attended or worked at Crestview since it opened in 1960 is welcome. Principal Stephanie Webster says it'll be a great event, but feelings are bittersweet.
We've had a long ramp to prepare for the change, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, but also excitement for the future and this real strong sense of togetherness as a school community.
All Crestview students will graduate from the school in a ceremony on Thursday. The northwest section of Maple Grove continues to grow, but construction is nearly finished on a new home that will help support a special purpose.
This has truly been a dream, bringing this project together.
New home construction in the ever-expanding corner of northwest Maple Grove is a common sight, but there's something special about this home on Peony Lane.
There's a ton of hands that touch this and put this together.
On Monday, people from Hanson Builders joined the team from St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to celebrate the near completion of Minnesota's first St. Jude Dream Home Showplace.
It is just a truly special moment to bring the community together and really support our patients at St. Jude.
This house is on the market for nearly $1.9 million. But what makes the project special is that most of the proceeds from the sale will directly benefit St. Jude.
At the end of the day, we're looking at maybe $1.4 million that will be donated to St. Jude for this project.
That money ultimately helps people like Chris Zaug and his son Cale, who was diagnosed with cancer as a child.
We never saw a bill. We never heard about a bill. They flew us down, they put us up, they fed us, they gave us the best treatment in the world. And we never saw anything because of people like you.
The people who made this project happen are leaving a lasting mark on the property. With every St. Jude Dream home, Project leaders write messages of hope and inspiration to the future homeowners. After all, the money they're spending will help ensure that a child diagnosed with pediatric cancer never receives a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food.
It is truly inspiring to see all of this come together for the St. Jude Dream Home Showplace program.
The money raised from the sale of the home will help benefit at least 3 families seeking treatment through St. Jude. Meanwhile, if you'd like to check out the home for yourself, it will be part of the fall parade of homes. As school lets out this week for many kids, Brooklyn Center is trying to combat a startling statistic when it comes to water safety.
Unfortunately, the drowning rate in Brooklyn Center is about 3 times that of the state average. We're a majority minority community.
That is Rory Connors, Brooklyn Center's aquatic supervisor. She shared how the city is embracing its diverse community by providing free swim lessons and teaching water safety to families. That included a free event on Saturday. Connors says they see significant improvement after just 8 swim lessons.
We believe it's especially important to offer opportunities like this. It might be a lot of these kids' first time in the water, so giving them that love, teaching them a little bit about water safety, and we hope it's going to grow from there.
Parents also learned first aid and tips on sun protection. The summer festival season is underway, beginning in Brooklyn Park with the always popular Tater Daze parade. CCX News was among the nearly 70 participants involved in the parade on Saturday.
The Champlin Park and Maple Grove baseball teams each won their first 2 games in the Section 5 4A tournament. That put them in the winner's bracket final Saturday. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
5th seed Maple Grove taking on 2nd seed Champlin Park in Section 5 4A baseball. Bottom of the first, and Nick Carlson lifts a fly ball to left field. That's deep enough to score Brock Sandell, and Champlin Park leads 1-0 after 1 inning. In the third, Connor Johnson bloops a hit to right field for the Crimson. Joey Limerick races around from second and beats the tag to tie the game up at 1-1. In the bottom of the third, Donovan Vendel tags it to deep left center. Limerick makes a nice catch, but it's another sacrifice fly as Reese George tags and scores, and the Rebels lead it for good 2-1. In the fourth, Sandell smacks it over the shortstop with the infield in. Preston Nelson scores to make it 3-1 Champlin Park. Evan Nordby gets stronger as the game goes on, holding the Crimson to 1 earned run with a complete game performance. The Rebels tack on 3 in the 6th and beat Maple Grove 7-2 to advance to the section final. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The state track and field meet is next week at St. Michael Albertville High School. Several local athletes battled for state qualifying spots at the Section 5 3A finals.
Forest Lake the site again for the section meet. These are highlights from day 2. First race of the day, Maple Grove is the runaway winner in the girls' 4x800-meter run. Rebecca Lang, the anchor, as the Crimson win in 9 minutes, 36.53 seconds. Maple Grove girls finished 3rd overall in the team standings. Boys 4x800, a close finish between Maple Grove and Champlin Park, with the Crimson winning by 33 hundredths of a second. Gannon Farns, the anchor. Both teams qualify for state along with 3rd place Mounds View. Boys 110 hurdles. Middle of your screen is Max Miley of Maple Grove. The senior grabs gold in a time of 14.31 seconds. The Crimson on the day finished 2nd to Mounds View in total team points. Girls 100-meter dash. Mounds View and Spring Lake Park finished 1-2 in this race, but Jaya Wilson of Champlin Park in lane 6 and Peyton Young of Osseo in lane 7 both meet the state standard qualifying time to make state. Girls shot put. Nina Thomas with a best throw of 39 feet, 1/2 inch, and she repeats as Section 5 champion. Boys high jump. This is Patrick Wright of Maple Grove. He clears 6 feet, 1 inch here. That's good for 2nd place and a spot at state. Eza Ojo of Osseo also clears 6'1" on the high jump. He officially finishes 3rd, but also qualifies for the state meet. Back to track in the boys 4x100-meter relay. It's Maple Grove with the win. Jack Weigel, the anchor leg, as the Crimson win in 42.88 seconds. Osseo places 3rd. The state meet starts June 10th at STMA High School.
The section boys volleyball finals are this week. Hopkins is the number 2 seed in Section 6 and was bidding for a section final berth on Saturday.
The Royals on their home court hosting 3rd seeded Edina. This match was close right from the start. Simon Fullerton gets a good set and hammers one down the line for a point. Edina wins the first set 25-21. Hopkins comes back in the second. Ben Jones attacks from the middle of the score, and it's an early Royals lead. And later off in Edina serve, the pass from Joseph Rinaldi to Christian Hoyle, who sets up John Miller for the swing and kill. Hopkins takes the set 25-21. Both the third and fourth sets are tight. Matthew Wybe with the kill here for the Hornets, putting them up 17-13 in set 3. But the Royals rally and win the third set. Rinaldi closes it with this kill. Hopkins wins 26-24, and they're up 2-1. And they win it in 4. Miller with a block. Hopkins wins again 26-24. They take the match in 4 sets. The Royals play at top-seeded Wayzata for the section title on Wednesday. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.